the crossbar! Goal! And the Giants flips off and goes in! Switch to left field and down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. On the deflection. On the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Hello folks and welcome to Hunterdon Central Television. Today it is the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Tournament quarterfinals for boys soccer as the Hunterdon Central Red Devils will take on the Newton Braves. Hunterdon Central coming into this game with a record of 9-2, coming off a win against Randolph. As for Newton, they're coming into this game with a record of 7-5-1, and they're coming off a win against Phillipsburg 2-0 in the second round of the tournament. Hunterdon Central already getting the bye to the quarterfinals. Callan, how do you feel about this game?
I feel like it's going to be a really close one. In the past 2 years, both of these games have ended with Newton on the board and Central not very far ahead. Last year ended in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex final with the final score of 3-1 going Central's way, and the year before in the semifinal with Hunterdon Central winning 2-1. So it's definitely going to be a close one tonight.
Yeah, the last 5 meetings between the two teams, Hunterdon Central has won, but all of those games have been very close. So it's going to be interesting to see how Hunterdon Central can play today because they're coming off a pretty struggling win against Randolph.
Yeah, I'd say if Central want to get a good start in this game, they just got to contain senior forward from Newton High School, Andrew Steinberg. He has 5 goals on the season, and Dominic Selly. Those two combined have the majority of the goals for Newton this season, and if they can stop those two forwards, I feel like they'd be smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, Dominic Selly, a great player for Newton, leads in goals with 5 alongside the other player you listed, and Thomas Schreiber leads in goals for Hunterdon Central with 5. Matthew Davis not far up behind with 4. Matthew Davis, he's been an amazing player for Hunterdon Central this season, hasn't he?
He's been absolutely amazing. He's going to be back from an injury that has kept him out for a game or two so far this season, so he'll definitely be looking to get back on the board. For the lineup, it seems you have Pedro Menendez as the left back, Lucas Cerniak as the center back, Owen Mayrad as the right back for the back 4, and then we have Sam Fried in goal. We have that's Fran Perez at CDM, German Jacinto as the 10, along with Zach Perron, Simon Fell at the right wing, Matthew Davis at the left wing, and Michael Catanzarite as the forward. I think this is the first start for Vance Longo at center back. Michael Pesha on the bench to start. And we're off. Newton playing into the right back to start. Looks like they're going to try to build out of the back. A little bit of uneasiness from Newton to start off there. Looking to come down the left wing as they start. Good win from Hunterdon Central. It's going to force them back into their half. Seems like Newton from that first little stint in play looks like they're comfortable playing into the back, and so are Central, as we can see Sam Fried on the ball here. He's going to look to go long. Going to try to find Matthew Davis on the wing. Unable to win the header, but the second ball picked up by Pedro. Bouncing back and forth here. Lucas Cerniak unable to get the ball, but Owen Mayrad's going to pass it back to Sam Fried. Newton striker crashing in on Sam here. Does a good job to pass it off to Vance Longo, his first start of the season. And Matthew Davis, we know he has pace. He's going to come down the left wing here. Unable to beat the Newton center back, as that's going to be a throw in for Hunterdon Central on the far side. Taking quickly, Zach Perron here on the left wing. Going to try to whip it in. Far post, looking to Simon Fiala. The service in just a little bit too high, and that was a good first chance for Hunterdon Central.
Yeah, it looked like maybe some file had something there, but just couldn't get it to go.
Maybe if it was like Vance Longo, 6'3", might have been able to get on the end of that, but Simon Fala unable to get on the end of that one. Newton goalkeeper, getting it to the half center. Lucas Cerniak going to play that one up the field, only as far as the Newton center back. Just bouncing around here. No team really able to keep possession. As Zach picks it up, going to play it back to Vance Longo. Opting to play it back to Sam Fried. Central, once again, not afraid to play out of the back. Very comfortable on the ball. Cerniak, put under pressure, going to switch it to Vance Longo. Vance doing a good job to find Michael Catanzarite coming in from the number 10 position. And now Matthew Davis on the left wing, being playing over the top here. Not afraid to take a man on. He gets past one, Cutting on the inside, going to square the ball across the 6. Keeper spills it, and that's a goal for Hunterdon Central. Michael Catanzarite, within 3 minutes, scores the first goal.
Yeah, looks like a good save by the goalie there against Matthew Davis, but Catanzarite just comes right up on it and scores the first goal very early in the game with still 37 minutes in the first half. It's a huge advantage for Hunterdon Central now.
Great goal from Hunterdon Central. Matthew Davis not afraid to take a man on the wing, gets past the right back of Newton High School, squares it into the box, and that's a goal for Michael Catanzarite. Central firing on all cylinders here as they're crashing down on the Newton defense. Newton doing a good job to alleviate the pressure, but Central not letting up just yet. Good pressure from Hunterdon Central. Zach Prawn wins the ball back. Simon Fiala storming down the right wing, going to bring it to the corner. Going to send it in, and that's going to be a corner for Hunterdon Central. It's a great job so far. Just keeping that consistent pressure we know they can. Looks like Matthew Davis going to send this one in. Captain for Hunterdon Central. Number 15. It's going to be an in-swinger with his left foot. Looking to put pressure on the keeper, who's had only one save to make, but let's see if he can make another one here. Sent in the box. Far post. Catanzarite gets another shot off, blocked by the Newton defender. Simon Fiala going to keep the ball in the possession of Hunterdon Central. A ball by Pedro Menendez up the left wing. Simon Fiala could not get on the end of it, and that's a Newton goal kick. Central known to have a really fast-paced start to all the games they play. Some teams just unable to deal with that pressure. Newton going down within 3 minutes here. Goalkeeper going long. Finding the number 10 of Newton. Vance Longo does a great job to win the header. Zach Perron battling in the midfield. Does a great job to play it on the German Jacinto. Matthew Davis down the wing again. Unable to outpace the right back of Newton. Newton, I'm not even sure they have had the ball in Central's half so far this game. Doing a great job from Hunterdon Central to just keep that pressure on. Vance Longo taking that long throw in. Trying to find the head of somebody, but nobody running towards that one as the keeper bobbles it at first, but scoops it up. Keeper going to go for the punt here. Only as far as Pedro Menendez, who does a good job to win the ball. Ref sees a foul on Pedro. Either a handball or foul, either one. And the sideline ref seemed to be in a little bit of a confusion of what went on in that play. Him and the main ref having a little word, and it's going to be Newton's ball. And like I said before, in the past, Hunterdon Central has won 4 out of the 5 last meetings between these two teams. The other meeting ending in a 1-1 draw. Central up here 1-0. Newton's first real attempt on goal here. They can send this one in the box and get somebody on the end of it. Sent into the 18. Sam unable to come out the first time, but scoops up the ball, headed back. Zach Perron slipping in Michael Catanzarite. Number 20 of Newton keeps him on side. Catanzarite down the left wing. Squares it off to Zach Perron, who's unable to get a clean touch, and it's given away. But a good battle from Fran to win it back for Hunterdon Central in the attacking third. He's going to square it off to Owen Mayrides on the right wing. Mayrides winning a throw-in for Hunterdon Central on the near side. He's going to play that one to Fran Perez. Squares it off to Simon Fiala. Going to play it back to Lucas Zerniak. Looks like Central just trying to keep possession here as he plays it to Sam Freed. Sam playing it to Vance Longo. Him getting put pressure on, but does a great job to find Catanzarite. And Matthew Davis again down that wing. Zach Perron making a run into the box. Just a little bit too much on it. A great build-up play from Hunterdon Central. Yeah. Matthew squaring it to Zach Perron, just a little bit too far ahead of him.
Yeah, it looks like a great setup for Matthew Davis and Zach Perron there, but like you said, just a bit too much. It's going to remain 1-0.
That would have been a captain-to-captain connection right there for what could have been a second goal for Hunterdon Central. Lucas Zerniak on the ball here. Going to opt to go long, trying to find Matthew Davis. Played a little bit too centrally, but a good job by Matthew Davis to flick it on to the path of Zach Perron, who's unable to get on the end of it, but Central once again putting on good pressure. Newton just opting to go for the long ball out of there. Vance Longo with a built frame. Not many people are going to get in front of him on a long ball there. Matthew Davis trying to square it into the box. German Jacinto going to hold it up. Play to Simon Fiala. Great ball. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. 1-on-1. Ops squared in first time. Newton defender heads it away, but that's a good job by German Jacinto to win the ball back. Michael Catanzaro at the shot. Goes wide left. Michael Catanzaro at the score of the first goal in this game. Within 3 minutes. The goalkeeper for Newton. Sophomore Jack Bofa. Going for the goal kick there. Fran Perez going to square to Zach Perron, who looks to find Matthew Davis. The ball played in the air. Good job from Davis to bring that one down. Zach Perron on the ball again. Getting hunted down by 3 Newton players. They're able to get it off. Zerniak now. Going to play it to Owen Mayrides. Plays it to Catanzaro. He loses the ball, but German being an absolute workhorse today, winning that one back, but Central unable to keep possession again. Doesn't seem like Newton really has any plan going on the attack here. It just seems like they're playing high long balls and just praying some of the attacking force they have gets on the end of it. Central now winning a free kick in the midfield third going toward Newton goal. Zerniak opts to take this one. Going to be taken with the right foot, trying to find somebody making a run to the box. Maybe Catanzaro or Simon Fiala. Played in. Keeper coming out. Claims it. Good job by Jack Bofa there. If I had to guess, he'd go long again. Going for the punt, as he does now. As a goalkeeper, when you have the ball in your hands, that's 100% possession, but when you go for a punt like that, if you don't have a person, certainly, it just seems like you're giving away possession there. Zerniak now passing it to Vance Longo. Trying to find Zach Perron, ain't able to find him. Newton trying to get something going on the ground here, but nothing's been working for them so far as Fran tries to play ball into Simon Fiala. A little bit too much on it, and that's going to be a Newton goal kick.
And just about 30 minutes left in the first half. 10 minutes gone by. It is a 1-0 lead for the Red Devils.
Newton not really interested in getting anything going playing out of the back. Seems very kick and run from them. Not much possession-based play coming from them. Mistake from number 20, O'Reilly Fleming. It's going to be a throw in for Hunterdon Central. Central keeping possession as he plays it back to Zerniak. Scoring it back to Sam Freed. Hunterdon Central with new coach John Deneen, they really put an emphasis on keeping possession of the ball. Lucas Zerniak getting pressured by the Newton attack here. The ball to Vance Longo a little bit off target, but Vance does a good job to keep it in and play to Pedro. Pedro, his first pass is going to go a little astray, but second one trying to find Fran Perez, but now Hunterdon Central on the counter attack, attempting to play in Simon Fiala, but the ball to him a little bit too central, scooped up by Jack Bofa. The punt. Fran Perez wins it. Second ball won by German Jacinto. Sam Freed now going to get on the ball. Going to play long, trying to find Matthew Davis. Does a good job to flick on towards Zach Perron. Good play out there from Hunterdon Central, finding the head of Matthew Davis. Really an impact player. He has the only assist of the game so far, finding Michael Catanzarite in the first 3 minutes. Now Pedro Menendez going to look to keep possession, just playing the goalkeeper, Sam Freed. Safe play by Pedro there. Now look at Cerniak, the right center back, trying to find Michael Catanzarite. The defender lets this one go and scuffs the clearance. That's going to go straight to Matthew Davis. He's going to square this one into the box again, trying to find Catanzarite for the second time. Unable to do so. Zach Prawn picks it up at the edge of the box, going to cut inside, takes it on with the left foot, going to try to square it in again for Catanzarite. But that cross gets cut out. Now Newton here could get something going on the counterattack. But it doesn't seem like anybody on Newton are making those runs that they need to find up top.
Yeah, Newton's been very quiet on the attack, and if they want a shot in this game, they're going to have to strengthen up on that.
Exactly. And right there, just mistake by number 22, Evan Parker. Finding absolutely nobody on that throw-in. Sam Freed going to go long here. Looking to find Zach Perron. Unable to do so. The number 10 from Newton, Alex Baradas. Getting taken off the ball there, but wins a throw-in for Newton. Seems like Newton's two most prominent players, Dominic Selly and Andrew Seinberg, have been pretty silent so far this game. Haven't really seen anything from them.
Yeah, and if they want to shot this game once again, you got to get those key players very active in this game. Those key players are the reasons most of that you win these games. So if they're quiet, something's off.
Exactly. Those two between them have scored 10 goals for Newton so far. Vital players if they want to try to get something out of this game. Newton trying to get some build-up play going on the far side towards the center, but it doesn't seem like they really have anything really working out for them. The best chance they've had so far was off a long free kick flown into the box, but besides that, they've really had nothing so far. Now the ball in for Matthew Davis. A great ball in the left wing. Davis going to keep it in. Trying to find Catanzarite again. That's been the connection that Central have been looking for. Gave them the first goal of the game. Looking to find a second. Good play by German Jacinto. Trying to find Pedro Menendez on the far side. Unable to get anything going. Fran Perez. Trying to keep possession for Central. German doing a good job of finding Matthew Davis. He's going to head that onto Catanzarite. The 1-2 to Matthew Davis again. Great connection. Davis back in the box. Keeper Jack Bofa doing a great job to claim that one out of the air.
Yeah, great cleanup by Jack Bofa, like you said. And he's got to be very good for the rest of the game. Giving up one goal really early in the game was a very crucial bad part on Newton.
As a goalkeeper, when you have those balls coming in your 6-yard box, it's very hard to control. Jack Bofa getting a hand on it, but that tip only brings it back into the danger area of the 6-yard box, and that's where Michael Catanzarite was able to capitalize. Matthew Davis putting some skill moves in, playing it off to Zach Perron. A great ball to Owen Mayrod's going to square it back to Simon Fiala. His shot just high and wide, but great build-up play from Hunterdon Central. Owen Mayrod's making that run from right back.
Yeah, looks like a great build-up play, and I think if Simon Fiala saw that just 1 second earlier, that could have been a very serious shot at getting a goal. Nonetheless, it's going to remain 1-0.
Exactly. I feel like Simon Fiala there, his first touch might have been a little too far away from his body. He was leaning back as he took that shot, just forcing the ball to go over the crossbar there. Good play from Vance Longo to get it up the field to Catanzarite, unable to get a header on it. Catanzarite, I think there was a foul there. Might have been pushing the back on the header, but doesn't matter. As Zach Perron tries to find the ball to Matthew Davis, that's been his main outlet the entire game so far. Fran Perez trying to find one of the number 9s on Hunterdon Central, unable to do so, and this ball's going to be picked up by Jack Bofa. As a goalkeeper, if your team's not really trying to play possession-based out of the back, it's very important you find somebody off of these goal kicks, and it doesn't seem like Jack Bofa has been doing the best job so far trying to find somebody off of these, but good play by Pedro Menendez to stop the attack there. Going to be a throw-in for Newton around half field around the center circle. Good play by Matthew Davis just to get that ball up the field. putting pressure on the Newton defense as Catanzarite hawks that one down. And the center back's going to opt to just throw a leg over his head and try to get that one out. Hunter and Central, if they were in that situation, I would imagine they would try to just head it back to the keeper. But and that is a good win from Hunter and Central to get a free kick in a good area to serve this one into the box. I would imagine Zerniak is on the end of this one, and he is going to take it. Vance Longo, the big center back, going to try to get in the box and get ahead on this one. From the far side, Zerniak going to fly this one in. Good service, going to land around the top of the box. Nobody getting ahead on it. Zach Perron going to take it into the corner on the right side. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. And he wins Hunter and Central a throw in a dangerous area. Vance Longo, this big build, going to throw this one in again. He's got that long throw in that a lot of high school teams look for. This one going to be flown in, trying to find a central head, but Jack Bofa does a good job to get up and claim that one. Zach Bofa going for the goal kick. Scuffs that one a little bit. Going to find Owen Mayrides. Squares it off to Catanzarite. Now Zach Perron throwing down towards the top of the 18. Squares it one to Matthew Davis. Davis now on his right foot is going to square that to Fran Perez. Fran now finding Owen Mayrides on the right side, coming up from right back. Owen Mayrides with a shot. Good save by Jack Bofa. Owen Mayrides on the left foot there.
Yeah, it looks like a great shot there by Mayrise. But like you said, great shot by Bofa to keep it 1-0. And Bofa, ever since he gave up that goal, has been pretty solid.
It's a great play from Owen Mayrides, making that run up from right back. Getting into a great position, cutting on the inside, and taking that shot with his left foot, which, from memory, could be his weak foot, but not going to put money on that. Now service in from Zach Perron on the corner kick. Bar post to Simon Fiala. Just too high, and that's going to be a goal kick.
And now just over 20 minutes left in the first half.
Newton with the first two subs of the game. Number 20 coming off for number 25, Paul Reinhardt, junior forward. Also plays in the midfield. I think that's where he's going to be put in today. German Jacinto going to win the goal kick there. For a player that might not be the tallest on the field, he sure has a good skill at being able to get up there and win the headers.
Yeah, definition of a hustle player for sure.
Exactly. Oh, a good square off to Pedro Menendez. The flick from Davis, just a little bit too far. Pedro playing it to Fran Perez. He's going to try to square that one into the box. Hit that with the outside of its foot. Owen Mayride's doing a good job putting pressure. Winning that ball back, doing a great scale move. Squaring it off to Simon Fiala on the right wing. He's going to try to cut down the line. Keep that one for Hunter and Central, and he does. Tries to go down the touchline again and wins a corner for Hunter and Central. Looks like Matthew Davis is going to send this one in. Or they're taking it short. Play to Catanzarite. Squaring it back to Simon Fiala. Going to send it in with the left foot. Low cross, cut out. Fran putting a shot a little bit far out. He opted to take that one on, though. Simon Fiala going to win it back. Playing Pedro Menendez, a little bit of an iffy ball there. Playing it into the stride of Pedro instead of it to his feet. Hunter and Central, that's really been their first mistake playing out of the back so far.
Yeah.
They've been pretty clean otherwise. And now German Jacinto going to get subbed out for Rich Bazaler. Number 5, he's probably going to go in for center attacking mid or CDM. German Jacinto putting in a great shift today. Now here comes Rich. First touches of the game. Coming down the left wing. Going to try to square it for Catanzarite, but nobody was there. Now Newton trying to get something going off the long ball. Unable to find ahead of the Newton striking force. Now Owen Mayrides. Going to square that one back to Lucas Zerniak. Just going to play out of the back again, it seems like. As Zerniak plays that one to Sam Freed. Against Longo. Going to drop wide, but Sam Freed sees that he's getting cut off and he's going to play that ball long to Zach Perron. Perrin. Good play by Fran there to keep the ball for Hunterdon Central. Lucas Diernak going to opt to go long. Going to try to find Matthew Davis on the run. Matthew Davis trying to bet on the defender, not heading that ball. Now Catanzarite trying to run through 3 Newton defenders, but a little unfortunate. Now Vance Longo, one-on-one defending. The Newton player trying to let that go, trying to run onto the ball, but Vance Longo doing a great job to win that 1v1 challenge there. Seems like Hunterdon Central, their only real downfall here has been maybe getting caught out on the 1v1s. And now here comes the ball. Sam Freed doing a great job at being fast off his line. Going to claim that one. Going to square it off in the left wing now for Zach Perrin. Zach not able to find any options. So he cuts it back and finds Rich Bazzaler. Rich Bazzaler going to try to find Owen Mayrod's making another great run from right back. He's going to square it into the box. In a dangerous area, Michael Catanzarite. His run was just a little bit behind the ball, but that was a great service from Owen Mayrides.
Yeah, Central getting a lot of great opportunities, and you got to think one of them's going to fall eventually.
Now we have some subs. That was Michael Catanzarite's last contribution, I would assume, of the half. And also getting subbed off, we have Simon Fiala. And for them is Alex Hain and Trent Morgante.
Yeah, Alex Hain scoring the one solo goal against Randolph.
A ball played over the top for Matthew Davis, unable to find him, but as the defender heads it out, he picks up the scraps, and now he's in the left wing here. Seems like that one's going to get cut out, and that's going to be a Newton goal kick. Like you said, Alex Hain scoring the only goal in that game against Randolph on Central's senior night. Seems a little ironic that a junior scored the winning goal on a senior night.
Yeah.
Trent Morgante winning that header off the goal kick of Jack Bofa. Hunterdon Central, just relentless pressure. Now Trent Morgante making the run into the box, tracking down the Newton defender, forcing him to give it away to Matthew Davis on the left side here. Davis doing a good job to hold it up. Playing it to Zach Braun. He takes a shot with his right foot. Just a little bit too high.
Yeah. Far kick there for Zach apparently. He said it's a little too high. That could have been huge, but yeah, way too high. Great kick though, but just over 15 minutes left in the first half.
It was a good play by Matthew Davis to square that one back to Zach Perron. He took the touch out of his foot, but wasn't able to wrap his foot around that shot, and high and wide. Rich Bazzaler now trying to win it in the midfield. Newton just trying to boot it up the field like they have been all game. Nobody's really been able to get on the end of that. Now Matthew Davis, the only of the front 3 to not be subbed out so far, does a good job at winning Hunterdon Central throw-in. Oh, no, excuse me. That was a Newton throw-in. Came off Matthew Davis. And there's going to be another substitute coming on for Newton. That's going to be number 10, Alex Baradas, coming off.
Looks like number 14, Charlie Nicholas, coming in.
And that's a midfielder for a midfielder. Zach Braun trying to slip it into Trent Morgante. Those two not on the same page as that ball goes out for a Newton throw-in. A little bit of confusion now as Hunterdon Central win a free kick in the midfield third. Or is that going to be a throw-in? Oh, it's a throw-in. Brent Perez now. Squaring it to Lucas Derniak, who's going to open up. Take a shot from distance. A little speculative effort, that being 40 yards out.
Yeah, you don't see a goal attempt from Cerniak often, but that may be his first one of the season. Good try, at least.
As a coach of any team, let alone a high school team, I wouldn't really condone taking shots from 40 yards out unless you're certain that the keeper's off his line, but he took one on there, and it was a little bit wide. Owen Mayrad's trying to keep that one in on the near side. Unable to do so, and that's going to be a Newton throw-in taken by number 22, Evan Parker. Lucas Derniak going to head that one. Trying to find Rich Bazzaler, unable to do so. Alex Hayden to keep this one in. Going to find Owen Mayruds. Owen trying to play Trent Morgante over the top. Good ball, putting pressure on the Newton defense. Trent unable to get on the end of it. Now Vance Longo doing a good job to win that header Lucas Nierniak on the ball now. He's going to look to just keep possession. Going to square it off to Vance Longo. Central not afraid to play with in the back here. Zerniak finding Zach Perron, making that run into the defensive half. Ooh, a good tackle from Newton's number 4, taking it off of Vance Longo.
Yeah, Andrew Steinberg could play there.
That and that one ball played to the back that Newton almost had the counterattack going. That's her second mistake playing out of the back, but Central's been relatively clean otherwise. Now Newton, it looks like they have one of those long throw-ins that most high school teams have. That one, not really breaking the first line there. Going to square it back to the guy who took the throw-in. A good ball into the box. But he was offsides. That looked to be number 4, Andrew Steinberg. Tied leading goal scorer for Newton High School. Sanford going to take this one quick. Going to find Lucas Nerniak. Going to square it off to Vance Longo. Central, known for playing short off these defensive free kicks. And the ball from Vance Longo just going to fly into the bench of Hunterdon Central. Newton with thrown. Trying to combine in the midfield. Ball now at Trent Morgante's feet. He's going to find Fran Perez. Fran Perez trying to find Alex Haynes' run. He might have been offside if that connected with him, but Zach doing a good job to keep the ball in Newton's half here. Number 4, Andrew Steinberg trying to keep possession here. Alex Haynes thinks he got fouled on that play. Ref is not aiding to his calls there. Now Newton going to try to play a long ball. Lucas Derniak used to this. He's going to just play that one up. Sam Freed calling Zerniak, maybe saying he could have just headed that ball back there. Now Zerniak on the ball again. He's just going to play this one long again, looking to find Trent Morgante. The hold up number 9, doing a good job to flick it on, just not in the path of Matthew Davis. Fran Perez at the center circle, just going to square it to Zach Perron as he plays it back to Lucas Zerniak. Zerniak now playing it back to Sam Freed. Looks like Sam Freed's going to find Owen Mayred's on the touchline here. And that's going to be out for a throw, and a little bit too much on it.
And now just over 10 minutes left in the first half.
As a goalkeeper there, if the other team's setting like a high block on defense, it's good to just try to ping it to your outside backs, try to alleviate that first line of pressure. Good idea from Sam Freed, just a little bit too much on it. Now Zach Perron looking to play Matthew Davis on the left wing. A little bit behind him as Newton picks that one up on defense. Now a good hustle by Zach Perron, trying to win that ball back that he gave away. Unable to do so, and now Rich Bazzaler here. Number 5 on number 5. Newton giving that ball away. Good pressure from Rich Bazzaler. Going to find Lucas Derniak. He's going to square it on to Zach Perron, who has acres of space if he takes this here. And he does. He's going to get past the CDM. He's going to square it off to Matthew Davis, making a good run on the left side. His first touch just a little bit too far. Trent Morgante and Alex Haynes in the box making runs, but Matthew Davis unable to get that service into the box. Seems like we have a sub coming on. That's going to be Pesha coming on for Vance Longo. Center back for center back. Two very different types of players, though. Vance Longo, more of a hold-up physical center back. Well, Pesha has speed. As you can see here, as he tracks back, doing a good job at containing that cross, and a great job, good hustle, and a dangerous tackle from Pedro Menendez, but times it right and wins the ball back from Hunterdon Central. On these throw-ins, it just seems like Newton's throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this. Long throw-in, trying to find the head of number 16 of Newton. The header out from Pesha, unable to get cleared. And that is Newton's first shot of the game. Going to be a header cleared out by, I think, Owen Mayrides.
Yeah, first shot in the game with 8 minutes in the first half is a little surprising, but nonetheless, still plenty of soccer left. We'll see what Newton can do.
When I saw this fixture coming up on the Hunterdon Warren Sussex, I imagined the game that would be pretty close. It's definitely that with a 1-0 game. Newton setting this one in. It's going to be an in-swinger. Fran Perez setting that one out. Alex Hayne going to look to play this one up the line. Does a good job to do that. Trying to find Trent Morgante. Now Fran Perez. Keeping the ball. Going to try to play it into Pedro Menendez's stride as he runs up the left wing. He does so. A great outside of the foot ball. Looking for Matthew Davis. Matthew Davis wins it. A great hustle play by him. He's going to square it into the box. Looking for Alex Hayne. The header. Just a little high.
Yeah.
Alex Hayne's run, though, either offside or that's going to be a goal kick. Alex Hayne, though, with a great run, far post. In the right places at the right time so far this season.
Yeah. Alex Hayne just getting called up as well. His first game of varsity last game, and he scored a goal, so he's been phenomenal so far.
It's crazy to think he was on junior varsity. He's been a very key player in the past 2 games for Hunterdon Central. Coming off the bench for those two. Some calling him a super sub. Zach Perron now doing a good job at winning the ball in the midfield. He's going to lay that one off for Michael Pesha. First few touches of the game. Ooh, a mistake on defense from Pesha. Another one from Lucas Zerniak. Just seems like Central's been really creating any chances that Newton's getting here. Zerniak doing a great job just muscling number 4, Andrew Steinberg, off the ball there. Not giving me even a glimpse at goal. Now we have a sub. Appears to be Simon Fiella coming on for
Perez.
Yep, Fran. So that means that Zach's going to drop in as a number 6, more of a center defensive mid role, and that is going to push Simon to be more of a center attacking mid alongside Rich Bazzaler. Pesha, another mistake on defense, uncharacteristic of him. And the striker, Newton, number 4, Andrew Steinberg. An absolutely massive chance for him to get Newton on the board. Just gives that one away.
Yep.
2 very uncharacteristic mistakes from both Mikey Pesha and Andrew Steinberg. Hunterdon Central and Sam Freed lucky to end up with the ball in that attack there. A throw-in. Played over top. Alex Hayne and Trent Morgante trying to get in the end of this one. Pedro Menendez doing a good job at winning the ball back. Going to try to find Owen Mayrad's on the right back, making that run. Good win by Zach Perron to get the ball back. Alex Hayne is going to hold this one up, find Simon Fiala. Going to square it to Matthew Davis on the left wing. Going to try to keep possession. Wins it. Zach Perron now taking that shot. Trying to fight back for possession. And Newton cleared out towards the center circle. Michael Pesha putting 2 hands on the back of Andrew Steinberg. That's a foul all day. Even if it doesn't seem like a foul, if you just have 2 hands on the back of any striker trying to get the ball, the refs are more likely than not going to call it. Michael Pesha seems like a little bit cold coming in off the bench. Used to starting. Over the top. Good win from Lucas Cerniak. Played back in by the Newton center mid. Newton doing a good job at keeping possession in the attacking third as they have a throw-in on the far side. Newton now going to play it down the wing for number 5. Sean Blasak wins a corner kick for Newton. They haven't had many of those so far this half. And it's going to be an in-swinger from number 11, Dominic Selly, one of their top goal scorers.
5 goals in the season.
Played in, good service. Good header by Pedro Menendez. Zach Perron going to try to get this one out of the box. And he does so into the stride of Simon Fiala. Simon going to look to keep possession here. Mikey Pesha just going to square that one off to Lucas Zerniak. Owen Marad's on the right back. Going to play that one up the wing. Looking to find Alex Hayne, who makes a great run into the box. Can he square it to Trent Morgante? He does. And that's a goal for Trent Morgante. Number 9 for Hunterdon Central, the senior.
And they made that look easy. What a play by Morgante and Alex Hayne to make it a 2-0 lead now with just 3:30 left in the first half.
That was a great job as well by Owen Mayrides, keeping the ball in play on the near side, playing it into Alex Hayne's stride. Alex Hayne making a fantastic run down the wing. First time cross. Trent Morgante making that run to the box. It was telegraphed perfectly. You could see the run from a mile away, and Trent Morgante slots that one into the goal. Two power players coming off the bench making something happen. Now Hunterdon Central full of steam as they're up by 2 now. Rich Rizal doing a great job winning that ball. Simon Fala now having it, squaring it off to Jose Arias, who just got subbed in off the bench. Making an impact on the left wing here. Gonna find Rich Rizaler. He gets caught up on the top of the box, but gonna keep possession, and he's gonna square it to Simon Fala. Now on the left wing. He's gonna square that one into the box, trying to find Alex Hayne again, but the cross just a little bit too high. Hunterdon Central, after a really dominant first 15 minutes, letting Newton back in for the middle of the first half, and now it looks like they're backfiring on all cylinders.
And Matt Russo just checked in, number 20, for Owen Mayrides.
He's filling in at right back. These goal kicks from Newton not going as far as it seems like the players on the field would hope. Their line set a little bit far back. Michael Pasha is going to square that one off to Pedro Menendez. He plays that to Jose Arias. He plays it back to Michael Pasha. He's going to square it up to, or I thought he was going to square it up to Lucas Derniak, but he cuts it back, finding Simon Fiala. Trent Morgante almost in on the run there. Off of the flick from Simon Fiala. And that's a foul by Michael Pasha, jumping over the head of number 4, Andrew Steinberg.
Just over a minute now left in the first half.
As a spectator, you would imagine that Andrew Steinberg would get the foul there as Michael Pesha went flying over his back, but it was actually Michael Pesha who got the foul there as he just jumped over him. Now a ball in from Newton High School. Going to play it over the top, looking for number 22. Lucas Derniak going to head that one out. Good job by him to cut out that chance. Hunterdon Central now, looking to defend another long throw-in. Number 11 for Newton taking this one in. Opts to go short. They square it back to him, and they got absolutely nothing out of that chance. Pedro Menendez. Going to try to find Jose Arias on the far side. Fighting for possession here. Jose does a good job trying to keep that one in. Unable to do so, but wins a throw-in for Hunterdon Central in that process. Jose trying to keep possession, gets fouled, and that's a good job by him to alleviate pressure and just get Hunterdon Central up the field here.
Yeah, it looks like Jose was limping for a sec, but he seems to be okay.
Lucas Derniak coming down the middle here, going to leave it for Jose Arias, who fakes a shot, going to pass it back to Lucas Derniak. He's going to square it for Zach Perron. Zach Perron going to go up to Simon Fiala on the left wing. 20 seconds left in this half. They're going to look to get one more shot off before the half ends. Going to square it up for Trent Morgante. And that run was offsides. And that seems like that's going to finish out the first half.
Yep, and with the final 10 seconds going down, Hunterdon Central is going to lead 2-0 at the end of the first half against the Newton Braves. Trent Morgante with one goal, Michael Contanzarite with the other. It has been all Central in the first half, but we will be back to you with more coverage in the second half. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Tournament quarterfinals between your Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Newton Braves. The score going into the second half, Hunterdon Central 2, Newton 0. Trent Morgante and Michael Cantanzarite scoring both of the goals. Michael Cantanzarite scored it with 3 minutes early in the first half. Trent Morgante, 3 minutes at the end of the first half. Ironic there. But, Callan, what have you liked so far from Hunterdon Central?
As always, they played really good out of the back. They've had very good possession so far. Newton really hasn't gotten anything on the attack so far except some long free kicks into the box.
Yeah, Newton's attack has been very strange, not getting a lot of opportunities, and they really got to get better on attack if they want a shot at this game.
Exactly. And now we have Hunterdon Central in the midfield here trying to win it off Newton. Ball over the top. Looks like Pedro Menendez is going to sort this one out. Going to play it back to Sam Freed as he does. A little bit of a dangerous back pass. Sam going to play the easy and safe option and play it out for a throw in there. Smart play by Sam. He doesn't want to try to scuff that one and go long. Now Newton with their long throw on number 11. Dominic Sally going to go. Try to play into the box. A shot blocked by number 16, or from number 16. Now Jose Arias got subbed on in the first half, starting the second. Going to try to bring it down the wing, gets cut out. Pedro Menendez stops Newton's attack in its tracks, and that's going to be another throw-in for number 11. Dominic Sally. Seems like Newton's been trying to set up like they're going long on the throw-in, but his throw-ins just haven't been as long as they hope. Good play by the Newton striker to not let that one go out for a goal kick, but a throw-in. Pedro Menendez going to take this. Hunterdon Central going to have to find a way to get out of their half here. Jose Arias trying to clear that one out. Misses the first attempt, but gets a second, but straight to a Newton center mid. Pedro Menendez now going to square this one off to Fran Perez. They're going to look to build out the other side. Simon Fowler going to do a good job of picking up this ball here. Going to square it off to Matt Russo. Got subbed on in the first half as well, starting the second again. Matt Russo playing it back to Simon Fowler, who comes in at defensive center mid now. Gets the ball back from Zerniak. Tries to keep it in, unable to do so. That's going to be a throw-in for Newton around half circle. Newton now. Putting this one back in play, finding number 11, Dominic Sally. Zach Perron does a good job to win it back. Going to try to square it over the top for Catanzarite. Gets on the end of it. Gets past one. That's going to be a handball as Catanzarite controls it with his arm. Hunterdon Central so far this season doing a good job at finding their number 9s and building off of them, but that one there coming off of Catanzarite's hand. Good play by Pedro to cut out that long ball. Newton trying to play it over the top. Sam Freed going to come out for this ball here. Newton just not really being able to get anything going.
Yeah, been struggling a lot this game.
Sam Freed going for the side volley off of Sean Blazik's head. Pedro Menendez not feeling the pressure at all from Newton. Just going to play it back to Michael Pesha. Sam Freed, though, pass back to Michael Pesha. Going wide, that's going to be out for Newton, thrown in a dangerous area. German unable to win the header. Pedro Menendez doing a good job getting the clearance out. Catanzarite doing a good job trying to square it off to Pedro Menendez again. The ball staying on this near side for a couple minutes. Catanzarite finding Jose Arias. We know he has pace. Going to try to force that one negative, and he does. Good win by Jose Arias. On the second time of asking, Newton gets it out. Now Lucas Cerniak just keeping possession, finding Michael Pesha. Pesha's going to square back to Sam Freed, the Newton striker. Just crashing that one down. Central just playing out of the back here. Sam Freed going to go long twice. Finding Catanzarite that time. Catanzarite's going to look to find Simon Fowler on the far side. Does a great job bringing it down. He's going to get past the left back as he storms down the right wing. Going to squirt to Zach Perron. Finds Simon Fowler again. Looking to send this one into the box. Hits off the defender, and that is going to be a Hunterdon Central corner kick. In the last game against Phillipsburg, Jack Bofa had 5 saves. He's come up pretty big tonight, having a few to keep the score down to just 2 from Hunterdon Central. Outswinger from Simon Faella on the head of Zach Perron. Unable to get it on target now. Good play by Russo. Going to send it back down with his left foot. Finds Zach Perron again. He squares it off to Fran Perez. Now Jose Arias, can he send something in with his left foot? Fakes the cross first time. Going to keep possession here. Going to try to square it off to Pedro. And that's going to be a throw in for Hunterdon Central on the near side here. German. Looking up with Pedro. He's going to send it into the box. Coming off of number 5, Sean Blazek. And that's going to be Hunterdon Central throwing again. Seems like the tempo of the game has died down a little bit here after the first few minutes of the second half. Pedro Menendez looking to send this one back in. Seems like if Hunterdon Central can just build that to the other side here, it seems like they can get something going. Jose Arias going to bring that one down off the throw-in. Going to look to find the opposite side, and that's going to be a foul on number 5.
Yeah, Sean Blasik, pretty obvious foul call there.
Looks like Lucas Zerniak's going to send this one into the box, trying to get ahead on it. Coach John Denny not here for this game, but Coach Woodward here in his place on the sideline. They're going to look to play a short, finding Zach Perrin. He's going to try to find Pedro Menendez, but the ball in behind just a little bit too far. Hunterdon Central having to get set back up here. Jack Bofa going to play this one long. That one getting to around the 30. If we're looking at the football lines here. As a team, it's important to play to your strengths, and it seems like Newton does not believe that playing out of the back here is a strength at all for them. They've just been consistently going long. Pesha trying to put that one back in play for Hunterdon Central. They're going to play back to their goalkeeper. It's probably the first time I've seen them do that all game. And the goalkeeper just plays it long, as he's opted to do most of the game here. Zach Perron. Now German Jacinto on the ball. He's going to try to play it to Zerniak. Does a good job of keeping possession. He's going to play it back to Matt Russo at right back. Zerniak making good runs into the midfield here. Going to square it off to German Jacinto, who plays it to Simon Fiala on the right wing. Good bit of skill from him. But the pass, a little sloppy, and they give it away. Yeah, Lucas Zerniak doing a good job to win the ball back for Hunterdon Central. He's going to play it to Simon Fiala again. Zach Perrin on the right wing now. He's going to square that off to Fran Perez. Fran playing it to Michael Catan's right. Gets dispossessed of the ball, but squares it off to Jose Arias, who loses the ball, but Fran picks it right back up. Going to square it to Matt Russo. Catan's right on the ball. Looks to cutting in. Takes a shot. Near side. Good save from Jack Bofa. Best one of the day from him.
Yeah, great save by Bofa there. It's going to need to be really consistent in the second half. Already down 2-0. It needs to be very consistent, like you said.
Exactly. In a 2-0 game, the next goal is crucial. If Newton gets the next goal, then they're right back in it. But if Hunterdon Central score the third goal here, the game's pretty much done and dusted from there. Michael Pesha going to play this one back to Sam Freed. He's going to opt for the long ball with his left foot, trying to find Fran Perez. Unable to get a flick on there. The lineman going to call that one offside. Number 10 of Newton, Alex Baradas, just in an offside position as he tried to flick it over. Now Zach Perron playing more of a right back role. Haven't seen that from him this season. Sam Freed gonna opt to go long here, getting tracked down from the Newton forward. Simon Fiala apparently coming from an offside position. The ref's gonna call it. Might not agree with that call there. Seemed like he was on the initial ball, but not the one that was played to him. Now Hunterdon Central is going to get set up on defense. Almost looks like they have a 5-back now set up. Newton trying to get something going here. Hunterdon Central, the high line off this free kick. but it doesn't seem like anybody from Newton's really got the leg power to play it over the top, and that's going to be a throw in for Newton in the attacking third. Number 11. Dominic Selly once again throwing this one in. Going short this time, trying to find number 10. Dominic Selly going to cross this one into the box. A great service, but just a little bit too much on it, and nobody from Newton able to get ahead on that one.
Now 10 minutes into the second half. 30 minutes left. 2-0 lead for Hunterdon Central.
Sam Freed playing short. Into Lucas Zerniak's stride. He's going to play Matt Russo. Russo back to Zerniak. Sam Freed going to opt to go long there with the left foot. Playing it to Zach Perron. Does a good job to keep it in there. German Jacinto holding the ball up. Going to square back to Zerniak. Jacinto to Perron. Jacinto again. Great build-out play from Hunterdon Central as they look to switch the field now. Russo playing it back to Pesha. Pesha looking to go long. Finding Catanzarite. Good ball from him. The ball to Fran Perez. Just a little bit behind him. Slowing down that central attack, but a good hustle play from Fran Perez to win this ball back. Calls for a high foot there, but a good win from Michael Catanzarite as Hunterdon Central keep possession, as they do so well. Jacinto. Back to Zerniak, back to Sam Freed. Looks like Pesha is going to get it on the far side. Sam Freed, his touch to his right side where pressure was coming. A little bit frantic. Maybe could have opened up and switched the field to Pesha there, but kept out of harm's way, and now it's a Newton throw-in. Pesha going to pick this ball up. Looking to find Jose Arias, but was too far on the inside, and that's going to be a throw-in. Central seemingly comfortable with this 2-goal lead. Doesn't seem like they're making as many runs as they did in the first half. Fran Perez doing a good job to win the ball back. Jose Arias going to square that one off to German Jacinto, who plays it in the stride of Simon Fiala. He's going to get a shot off. Good save by Jack Bofa. That was a great ball into Simon Fiala's stride. The shot down to Jack Bofa's right side, and he gets a hard palm on that one and saves it.
Yeah, two good saves there by Bofa. He's going to need to keep doing that in the second half.
We have Michael Pesha and Jose Arias coming off. First subs of the second half is Luke Christensen and Matthew Davis come on. Luke Christensen seemingly coming in at left center back, and Matthew Davis coming in at either the left wing or striker position. Catanzarite going to lay that one off to Matt Russo. Catanzarite on the ball again. Does a good job to get past one defender there. Fran playing it to Catanzarite again. Zerniak squaring it to Fran. Fran over the top to Mayrides. Does a good job to keep it in and find Simon Fiala, who's stuck in the corner, nowhere to go, and that's going to be a Newton throw-in. Hunterdon Central this season. Only losses have come to Pingree. Every other game, they've been able to get a win so far. Seems like they're going to pull it out. They keep the score line as it is so far. 2-0, Hunterdon Central up against Newton. Jack Bofa playing long out of the back again. It's amusing to see so different play styles between Hunterdon Central and Newton. Newton opting to go for the long ball and not really interested in playing out of the back, and then Hunterdon Central, as you see here, just very calm and composed on the ball. As Zerniak finds Zach Perrin, who clips over the top for Michael Catanzarite. That's a great ball and a great touch. He's in on goal here. A great save by Jack Bofa. And he's had 3 amazing saves in the second half so far. That would have been Michael Catanzarite's second goal of the game.
Yeah, and perhaps that first half was a wake-up call for Bofa because he's been absolutely phenomenal in the second half with now 3 saves.
Yeah, this game would be done and dusted if it wasn't for him. Could have been 5-0. Now Matthew Davis with the left foot, now going to play an in-swinger into the box. Low, hard ball. Good clear by the Newton defense. Hunterdon Central throwing on the far side here. German Jacinto taking this one. Going to play to Owen Mayrides coming down the right wing. Going to try to get a cross off. Seems as that was deflected, and it was, and that's going to be a corner kick. Matthew Davis, seemingly, I would assume he's going to go with another in-swing with the left foot, and he does. Hunterdon Central just packing the box inside the 6 yards. A low-driven ball. Zach Perron getting a shot off, and that's going to be another corner kick for Hunterdon Central. 3 in a row so far. Third time could be a charm here. Matthew Davis again with the in-swinger. Newton doing a good job so far, defending all the set pieces here. This one going opting far post. Catanzarite, the first one onto it. Going to square it off to Fran Perez. Fran playing that out to Zach Perrin. He's just going to bring this one back. Going to keep possession for Hunterdon Central. Good play from Zerniak. He's going to play that one all the way back to Sam Freed. Newton able to get their defensive line up. Sam Freed going to find Luke Christensen here. He plays it off to Matthew Davis, or at least tries to. Davis playing it to Michael Catanzarite. Finding German Jacinto. He's going to take the shot himself. Oh, that's a great shot off the crossbar.
Wow.
Appeals that it went over the line. Ref's not calling it.
Yeah.
That would have been an absolutely amazing shot from German Jacinto.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been absolutely amazing by German, like you just said. Nothing really else to say, but nonetheless, barely does not get it in. It's going to remain 2-0.
And Newton coming down the far side. Could have been a chance for them directly after German Jacinto's amazing shot off the crossbar. I'd like to see that one back and see if it crossed the line. Off the underside of the crossbar, too. That one came straight down. If any of you soccer fans know the 2010 World Cup, Germany against England, reminded me of that goal right there, or goal that was not called. And that attack fizzled out by Newton. Luke Christensen on the near side, bring the ball down. It doesn't seem like Newton really is pressing that high, but they still won the ball back there. The ball played over the top. Owen Marad's going to cut that one out. German Jacinto doing a great job of bringing the ball down there. And starting this attack for Hunterdon Central as Zach Perrin makes a run down the right wing. Runners in the box, Catanzarite and Davis. Finds Catanzarite. His first touch, it's a little bit too far from him. But Owen Marad picks up the scraps. Squares it off to Matthew Davis. Takes a shot off the post. But Simon does a great job picking up the scraps.
Yeah.
Off the Matthew Davis shot that came off the post.
Yeah, it was another post miss right there, but Simon Fayala cleaning things up. Now a 3-0 lead for Hunterdon Central, and as for Newton, is not looking good at all.
That next goal I talked about was very important. It seems like this game might be put out of Newton's reach here. Simon Fayala. Yeah. Newton starting the ball back up.
Number 8, Simon Fayala.
Great play from Hunterdon Central there. Simon Fayala, just the most awake player after it came off the post there. Sam Freed, got to come out of his box, doing a great job to kick that one up the field. A little bit of a miscommunication there between the defense and the goalkeeper, but it's a great job at alleviating pressure. Great play by Simon Fayala. After the great shot from Matthew Davis, he was just the most alert out of anybody on the field, picking up the scraps and just putting that ball away. It's 3-0 Hunterdon Central now. Newton playing the long free kick. Matthew Davis. He's going to play that one up. Catanzarite on the run now. Jack Bofa opting not to come out of his box. Catanzarite picks this one up. Matthew Davis offering support, but Catanzarite takes it himself on down the touchline, trying to find Simon Fayala for his second goal of the game.
Yeah. I don't think Fayala realized that ball was coming right near him, because I think if he did, that would have been a fourth goal.
Good play by Hunterdon Central to win the corner kick here. It's a great hold-up play by Michael Catanzarite. Getting that long ball from Matthew Davis and just being able to beat his defender on the 1v1, sending across. Simon Fela just not able to get a touch on that one. Matthew Davis again, his 4th corner of the game, or at least in this half. The in-swinger on the left foot. He's going to opt to go short, find Zach Perrin. Perrin going to find Dermot Jacinto. A great cross into the box. Nobody on the end of it. Now Fran Perez with a shot. Scuffs it a little bit into the ground. Now Matt Russo going to have to do some defending here. Does a great job finding Fran Perez. Now Owen Mayrides. Squaring it off to Dermot Jacinto. Finding Zach Perrin on the right wing now. Beats the defender but unable to keep the ball in bounds. And that's going to be a Newton goal kick. Jack Bofa setting up for the goal kick as Alex Hain comes in from Michael Catanzarite. And Aiden Chendak coming in for Matt Russo at left back. It's Aiden Chendak's first minutes of the game. Kick from Jack Bofa, finding the foot of Zach Perrin. Now Luke Christensen heading that one over to Aiden Chendak. Looks to keep it in, unable to do so.
And now just under 20 minutes left in the second half. It is a 3-0 lead now for Hunterdon Central.
Lucas Derniak faking the pass back to Sam Freed. Alleviates pressure now. Aiden Chendak with his first few touches on the ball. Playing that to Matthew Davis. Aiden Chendak making the run from left back. And he gets tripped up by the number 10. That could be a card here.
Yeah, Alex Baradas pushed the little trip there.
Ref reaches for the pocket. And that is going to be a yellow card for Alex Baradas. He's going to have to come off for a minute or two, as high school rules say that yellow card has to be followed by a substitution of that player. Good run from Aiden Chendak down the wing. Now we have a free kick in an area of great opportunity for Hunterdon Central here. Matthew Davis going to send this one in. Left foot into the box. That's a great ball. Fran Perez on the end of it. Alex Hain gets a shot off, and that's a goal for Alex Hain.
Yeah. And
second game in a row for him. Right place at the right time with a little bit of a goal celebration.
yeah, we were talking about, it's almost like Alex Hain is just teleports to the goal because he's just always at the right place at the right time, and that just proves it right there. That's his second goal now on the season, just 3 games, I believe. And Alex Hain, what a start he's been having on varsity.
He's been absolutely amazing so far. That one, right place at the right time. He's been able to make those runs, make those important plays, and that is a second goal in 2 games for Alex Hain. Hunterdon Central, some energy injected into their attack here after that goal. Zach Perrin playing it to Fran Perez. Matthew Davis off to Aiden Chendak. Aiden Chendak trying to find Matthew Davis again. The ball a little bit too far. The attack fizzled out there. That's going to be a Newton goal kick. 4-0 the score here with 18 minutes left. Seems like this game's just a little bit out of reach for Newton now. The kick from Jack Bofa. Plays to Matthew Davis. Now Alex Hain over the top here. Forcing a little bit of pressure. Alex Hain thought the ball went out there. Sideline. Ref did not call that one. Now Zerniak going to play it to Alex Hain. He's been playing right back, but isn't afraid to make those runs up the wing and following them into the box as he does here. Crosses it into the box. Aiden Chendak with a header. Oh, just wide. Great run from Aiden Chendak coming in from left back all the way into the box. Getting good contact on that header, but just off target.
Yeah, it would have been a great goal by Chendak there to even extend the lead to 5-0. Nonetheless, going to stay for Hunterdon Central.
Great opportunity there. Jack Bofa going long on the goal kick as he has all day. Now Luke Christensen just going to play back to Sam Freed. I think Sam Freed's only had 1 or 2 saves this game. Most of the contributions he's had in this game has come with his feet. Aiden Shendak down the wing here. Making a great run. Squares it in with the outside of his right foot. A great run from Aiden Shendak, and that's going to be a corner for Hunterdon Central. Fantastic run from the left back there, Aiden Shendak. Now we have some substitutes coming in. Catanza right, Jacinto, Fiala, and Zach Perron coming off. Tyler Rodriguez, Nick Barella. 2 of the 4 coming in. Michael Cable also in for his first few minutes. Tyler Rodriguez standing in the corner here. Attempted header. Missed by a Hunterdon Central player. Now Zerniak. A little bit of a mistake from Zerniak, but now he makes up for that and plays it back to Sam Freed. And the final of the 4 substitutes that came in was Rich Bazzaler. Came in halfway through the first half, coming in just under halfway of the second half here. Does a good job to win the header. Now Zerniak doing a good job at beating number 18 of Newton. David Paz to that ball. Looks like Hunterdon Central's back 4. Most of them subbed out, except for Lucas Zerniak.
Now 15 minutes left in the second half. The 4-0 lead for the Red Devils.
Dominic Selly going for the long throw that they've set up for all day. Finding the head of a Newton player. Sam Freed coming out for this one. Does a great job at coming off his line quickly.
Yeah, and Dominic Selly, one of Newton's best players, it seems, with 5 goals, been very quiet this game. And when your best players are quiet, something has to be wrong.
Well said. It seems like Newton has really just had nothing going for them this game. Sam Freed just going to go long on that one. Finding the outside back Aiden Shendak. Good ball by Aiden Shendak. Putting in Alex Hayne. Making a run down the center here. Trying to find Michael Cable. Unable to get the ball to his feet now as Rich Bazzaler plays to Shade Aiden Shendak on the left wing. That just going to go out for a goal kick there. Shendak unable to get the ball wrapped around. And as it stands, with the game being 4-0, the result of the Voorhees game just came in, and we will be playing Voorhees at home on Tuesday.
October 15th, and I mean, by the looks of it, this should be a Central win, unless a miracle happens, but Voorhees versus Central should be set for October 15th, yeah. 17th. Oh, 17th, sorry, excuse me.
That should be a great game. Voorhees always a worthy opponent. We actually played them in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex final 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And won at, I think the final score was 2-1. And my favorite memory of that game was when we time wasted in the corner Evan Vasquez, who's now committed to Williams College in Massachusetts, playing in the NESCAC. He had a goal in that game. A lot of great players coming up through Hunterdon Central. Aiden Shendak doing a good job to win that tackle there, leaving it for Matthew Davis. Now Luke Christensen just going to keep possession of the ball, playing Lucas Cerniak now. As I've been saying all night, Hunterdon Central not afraid to just keep possession in the back third of the field here. Owen Mayright's doing a great job to win the ball back there from number 25, where he is Paul Reinhardt. Nick Barella going to switch the field, finding Luke Christensen. He's going to play back to Sam Freed. Sam looking to play Lucas Zerniak on the in the right back position now. A ball over the top, looking for Alex Hayne or Matthew Davis, either or. Aiden Shendak coming in from left back. His touch just a little bit too heavy, and that's going to be a goal kick. Hunterdon Central seeming to be a little bit comfortable as they put in all their subs. A little bit more of a long ball style of play here from Hunterdon Central now. Barella trying to get to that ball. unable to do so. Christensen now. Throwing up the left wing, playing Matthew Davis as he cuts into the inside. He's going to try to square this one across the box. Fakes the cross. Trying to find Tyler Rodriguez, but gets beat to the ball by Dominic Selly. Newton looking to play the left wing. Zerniak playing Sam Freed back there, calm and composed. Sam Freed looking to play Michael Cable. He got subbed on earlier this half. Matthew Davis now. Just going to control this one in the midfield. Going to square it off to Rich Bazzaler, getting the 1-2. Good play from Hunterdon Central. The ball looking for Michael Cable, cut out by the Newton left back. Alex Hain just holding the ball up for Rich Bazzaler. It just seems like Hunterdon Central are comfortable just seeing this game out and keeping possession. Not going for anything too extravagant here. A ball by Nick Barella. Attempted to go into the path of Matthew Davis. Got cut out. Now the pressure from Hunterdon Central, forcing a mistake from Dominic Selly, the star player from Newton. Now Alex Hain with a shot blocked by number 16, Ryan Bezold. Hunterdon Central and their high pressure always causing problems for any team, not just Newton. Nick Burrell going to see this goal kick go over his head. Now Zerniak, a mistake on defense that he makes amends for. He's going to try to kick this one up the field. Going to square it to Aiden Chendak. Chendak doing a great job to find Luke Christensen. He's going to switch the field and find Owen Mayrides, and a little bit of a mistake from Zerniak there, but Central doing a good job to make amends for it.
And now, just under 10 minutes left in the second half. Central still up 4-0 on Newton.
And we have a goalkeeper substitution. We have Sam Freed coming out for Carl Pachota.
Yeah, and with little time left in this game, you kind of want to see what the younger guys can do and see how they can play in a varsity level.
Exactly. Carl Pachota, he's a junior for Hunterdon Central. Played on JV last year. Number 49. Sam Freed keeping a clean sheet for the remainder of the game that he has played. And Trent Morgante subbed in as well, seemingly for Matthew Davis. Now Michael Pesha passing it back to Carl Pachota, his first touches of the game. And he's going to play that to Luke Christensen at left back. Christensen going long, trying to find Trent Morgante over his head. Rich Bazzaler doing a good job at keeping the pressure in the midfield. Central winning it back. Tyler Rodriguez on the ball here. Trying to find Rich Bazzaler, unable to do so. Central a little congested in the midfield here. Chendak doing a great job at winning that ball back. Aiden trying to play Michael Cable over the top. That's a great ball if he can get on the end of it. That's a great ball over the top by Aiden Chendak, and that leads to a Central corner kick. The corner kick taker, as Matthew Davis is out, is Michael Cable. He's going to play an outswinger with his right foot. Great service. Trent Morgante trying to get on the end of it. Still in the box. Declan Adams also still in the game. Ooh, and the deflection from the shot from Nick Barella, testing the gloves of Jack Bofa. He's come up very clutch in the beginning of this half, but Hunterdon Central with that relentless pressure just keeping it coming and scoring 2 goals in this half. Newton kicking that ball out. It's going to be a Hunterdon Central throw in on the far side. Hunterdon Central getting tested on defense here as Pesha playing it back to Carl Pachota, who tries to play that one long, scuffs the kick a little bit. Nick Barella able to pick it back up as Luke Christensen poking that one into Nick Barella's way. Does a good job with the 50-50. Trying to play Trent Morgante over the top, and that goes out for a throw on the near side. It appears as if everybody on the field right now for Hunterdon Central started on the bench. Getting good minutes for all the players on Hunterdon Central. Pesha trying to play into the path of Rich Bazaler, unable to do so. And a ball over the top, forcing Pesha to make a decision here. Kicks it out for a throw-in. Good play by him. It's always great to see the goalkeepers, when a team is up this comfortably, to get some minutes in. Kropachota has gotten some minutes earlier this season. This, a good 50 minutes in for him. Now Aiden Shenak putting good pressure as he wins that back for Hunterdon Central. Alex Hayden putting good pressure as well. The 1-2 with him and Trent. And a good tackle. A little unorthodox by number 16, Ryan Bazold for Newton there. Nick Borrella going to play that one back to Luke Christensen. He's going to open up and play Carl Pachota. He just sees that ball all the way back into his box and plays it out for Michael Pesha. Pesha looking to go long, trying to find Trent Morgante. Trent Morgante tries to guess that one's going to go over the top, but unable to get it. Now Tyler picks the ball back up. That's going to be a foul. Good hold-up play from Tyler. Him and Chendak over the ball here.
Now approaching the final 5 minutes of this game. Hunterdon Central, 99% sure going to win this game 4-0. And they're going to move on against Voorhees, like we said, in the semifinals on October 17th.
Aiden Chendak could opt to pick that one short. Luke Christensen into the stride of Tyler Rodriguez. He's going to try to keep this one in. Does so, but cleared out by a Newton defender. And the ball over the top. Pesha's going to have to deal with it. He's going to play that one back to Carl Pachota. This gives a chance for Newton to get out of their half here. And Carl going to play long. Not to anybody directly, but alleviates the pressure from Hunterdon Central. Pesha heading it on to Nick Borrella, who's unable to get ahead on that one. Pesha really just cleaning up anything that's going on in the defensive half for Hunterdon Central right now. Typically a starter, but didn't start today. Instead, Vance Longo was put in. Michael Cable trying to get something going. Aiden Chendak putting on that pressure that he does so well. Aiden Chendak doing a great job to track back without a foul. Good job from him. Chendak with another great header. Been doing good on defense so far for Hunterdon Central. Now a long ball from Newton. Nick Borrella going to look to find Declan Adams at right center back. Instead, Cable does a good job from right wing to clean this one up here. Now Pesha in the defensive third, trying to get something going for Hunterdon Central. Now Rich going to find Christensen. Tyler calling for the ball here. And finds Nick Borrella and Hunterdon Central out of their half. Only as long as Nick Borrella holds it. Gives it away. Newton numbers up here. Until Michael Pesha has a great sliding tackle. On the far side, it's going to be a Newton throw-in. Seems as if Hunterdon Central just kind of took their foot off the gas here.
Yeah, just kind of slow things down a bit. You know, you got the win secured 4-0.
Just trying to keep that clean sheet.
Yeah.
Good look for Sam Frieda and Carl Pachota. Always great on the stat sheet to have a little clean sheet. Alex Hayne. Good turn from him. Could he get there in time? He does. Oh, a great turn. That's going to be a foul on number 6 from Newton. Chase Van Cruz. Alex Hayne getting up slowly, walking gingerly, but he seems all right. Luke Christensen now going to send this one in. Seems like we're going long. Just under 2 minutes left in this half. Hunterdon Central seeming to be on their way to a comfortable 4-0 win. Good win from a Newton defender. Alex Hayden to bring this one down. Could there be one more goal in it for Hunterdon Central here? Good clearance from The Newton defender, Declan Adams, gets beat on the far side. Pesha doing a good job to recover from center back and get that one out. Declan Adams, the brother of Colin Adams. If you've been watching Hunterdon Central soccer for the past 2 years, you might know his name. Now Newton, with seemingly the last real chance here to get a goal going.
Yeah, it's trying to get something at this point.
Pesha heading that one out into the Hunterdon Central bench. Newton, just over a minute left. Really only seems like there's one more goal left in this match here. Tremargante, seemingly offside, but it goes out for a throw-in regardless. Just under a minute now. Newton going long off the throw-in. Trying to find the center mid here. Once again, Newton, a little bit of a mistake in the back. Trent putting on good pressure, forcing a little bit of a mistake from the Newton defender there. Hunterdon Central, even in the last 30 seconds, they're putting on relentless pressure.
Yeah, 100% effort no matter what. Like to see it.
A good testament to the fitness level of this team and how deep their bench is. Now Alex Hain on the left wing. Can he get something in the box here? Can he go past one? Trying to do a little bit too much. And that's going to go out for a goal kick, and that seems like that's going to do it for this game.
Yep, and in the final 5 seconds, Hunterdon Central is going to advance in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. They're going to advance to semifinals to take on Voorhees on October 17th and pull out the win here 4-0. Simon Fiella, Trent Morgante, Michael Cantanzere, and Alex Hain all with 1 goal each. And it was a dominant performance from Hunterdon Central as Newton could not get anything on the attack count.
Yeah, it seemed like nothing was really going for Newton. Hunterdon Central calm and composed on defense, with and without the ball. A great game overall from Hunterdon Central. 3 different goal scorers. Great match. Alex Hain, 1 goal, 1 assist. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Obviously, coming in as a sub, like getting those goals and assists is nice. It's good. And I don't know, the team also helped get me my goals. Like, it was basically tapping, I don't know, it was good work from the boys. And yeah.
You've had a pretty interesting season starting on JV. Can you give us a little bit of an insight about how you started and how you got here?
Well, I started, first 6 games I had 8 goals, 4 assists, and then I got moved up. And then ever since then it's been doing good. What is that, like 3 goals, 2 assists so far?
2 goals in 2 games. Coach is putting a lot of trust on you coming on and getting a lot of playing time off the bench. Is there anything that you would like to really credit to about your play style or
I don't score good goals. I just score goals, that's all that matters. My team, I don't know, the team gives me good service. I deliver and score goals, so.
That's great to hear. Thank you for coming out. You've had a great game. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. A good 4-0 win for Hunterdon Central. This has been Hunterdon Central Broadcasting Television, Hunterdon Central TV. Thank you for coming out, and have a great night.